Hey, how are you today? This is Wendy. I'm doing a video on the 100-day challenge and what my results have been, what it's meant to me, all those things. But I guess I want to start with my story on it. When I first started this challenge, I was by myself in Ohio. Let me go back to the story. I'll start from the beginning. I first purchased My Lead System Pro in February of 2010 with the intention that I was going to use it for my primary business that I was working at the time, which we won't even get into that because I'm not even, we don't even know what we're doing right now. But anyway, I bought this with the intention to try to learn how to use this product in the different marketing techniques to generate leads to my business. And I never really had the time to sit down and really work on it. I bought a house, moved into a house, and my husband, I thought we were pretty much settled. Then my husband was handed this awesome opportunity to get a job in Pennsylvania. So my husband moved to Pennsylvania in November of last year. And so I was kind of stuck in Ohio trying to sell a house, and I have 5 kids and 2 dogs, and I had a full-time job, so I was kind of crazy. And I've been thinking in the back of my mind, I don't want to work for the rest of my life. My children are not young; they're ages 10 to 21, and they're, like I said, 5. And they really want me to be at home and be with them. And I really want to be home because I was working 7:30 to 4:30. My husband is gone at work, and he was living in Pennsylvania, and I was in Ohio. So I had this product that I've been paying for, and I wasn't using it. So my husband goes to Pennsylvania, and I started to think about it, and I always got the emails. So I started to look at it a little bit more, started to read it, started to think I wanted to put together my blog. I was really overwhelmed by the whole My Lead System Pro product, and my upline never really called me, so I really never talked to them. And I'm not one of those people that needs to be have their hand held to be motivated. I'm kind of a self-motivator. So I guess when I decide to do it, it has to be within my time frame. Well, I started to look at blogs, start reading over some of the things in My Lead System Pro, put together the blog, did the WordPress, bought the domain hosting. I did all those kind of things in little steps as I was going along, but still trying to listen along the way. But I was still intimidated by doing a video, by the marketing pieces, which I still am a little bit intimidated. But I'm working on those pieces. I mean, doing video right now and articles to me is like a big deal. So to be consistently doing it to me is a big deal too, because that was the other issue that I was having, was that I wasn't sure, I didn't have a fire lit under me. And I would keep going to my husband saying, I'm not very technical, I'm not very technical. And I would go to my boys and say, how do I do this? And my boys, they're extremely technical, and they just looked at me like, well, Mom, you need to figure it out yourself. And so I kept trying to have other people help me, but really what it was is that I had to learn how to rely on myself. So when this 100-day challenge came up, it came up at a really bad time, because I had moved into a temporary home, and I was living in my temporary home for a couple months, and we bought a house. And of course, we closed on the house on May 13th, and I think the challenge started I think it started the next week. I'm pretty sure, yes, because I went to and then I was going to Washington, D.C. with my son. Yep, because I went to Washington, D.C. with my son. So the challenge started on May 23rd or 24th, and I was gone. So it was not a very good time. Plus, then 2 weeks from there, I was moving to Pennsylvania. But I still determined that I was going to do this. Now, I may not have been able to do video every day that I've been on this challenge. I've still managed, though, to do more video than I've ever done in my life. I'm consistently doing about 5 pieces of video a week, which I think is pretty good, and 5 articles, which is really good. This week is probably my best I've done. I've done one every day this week, and I'm probably going to do another one, tomorrow. And I have my mother-in-law coming, too. So it's like you always have something going on in your life. And but I've now determined that I'm going to take this. This challenge has made me become consistent. It's made me become accountable to people. I've met these wonderful people on Skype. I love to listen to them. I love to read their articles. They make me feel good when they comment on, things like that they enjoyed the content, or it's very consistent, or that I'm consistently bringing good content to them. And I'm really not even sure what I'm bringing. All I'm bringing is things that I learned from the MLSP calls, the MLSP website. I'm going back and relearning how to use it again because I'm still not very clear in all the pieces, parts, and how to implement it. Like I said, I believe it or not, I work with computers. That's my job. I work as a nurse with computers all day, and everyone seems to think that I know what I'm doing at work, and I have no clue why. But I get this system, and I'm totally blown away. I was excited. I told my husband that I figured out how to embed my video onto my WordPress. I figured out, what did I figure out? Oh, my son showed me how to do HTML last week and, how to use some of the coding. Still not really clear on that, but I wrote it down and I copied it and it worked yesterday. I was so excited because I used what he showed me. So like little steps to me is a really good place. Now, I'm looking forward to maybe starting to join some groups on Facebook, maybe on the Better Networker, maybe within LinkedIn. I've been looking at some different platforms. But what this has made me sit down and do is just really start to decide on 1 or 2 vehicles to market. And I really haven't marketed that much. So I haven't made that many leads. I've got a few that I got from a few other places that my website had gone to from MLSP. But generally, like I said, this has been more for me to get me off my butt, stop making excuses about why I can't do this use My Lead System Pro, why I can't get out there and generate leads. I know I can build a business. I've built businesses before. I just have to be motivated by the business, and that's something I'm struggling with right now. But I'm excited about the My Lead System Pro. That I am excited about because I believe that I see that I could do great things in understanding this once I figure it out. I'm excited about how YouTube works. Last week when Pat did the video about YouTube, it was very incredible. I've learned, this week I also did some things with my WordPress. I was pretty excited that I went in and changed some of my permalinks. I went into an MLSP training, talked about how to optimize your permalinks and how to put these other things on. So like I said, I am trying to use this, and I went back today and I've been going through the beginning pieces of the start-by-start setup again, just to get myself reacclimated with how to use this system the right way. And I have a clearer mind now than I think I did before. Even with all the craziness in my life, I still have a clearer mind as to what my objectives are and what my goals are with this. So step by step for me is a consistency piece for me, reading wonderful pieces and parts. People have such wonderful things to give to you. I'm not still sure how to use the whole Facebook banner thing that Zanetta put together. That was amazing. She's got awesome videos. People have such wonderful things to offer through this 100-day challenge, and I would love to do this again. And if not, I would love to provide something like this for a team that I would grow. If I had done this years ago when I had my business, I could see my team thriving. So, and I would really and I'm kind of glad that I don't have a team right now, because I'm trying to figure out how to build a team the right way. And I think with taking my time, not that I really think it's a good idea because I don't have a job after September 30th, but taking my time and figuring out what I want in a business leader, what I want in my business to be. I don't want my business to be dependent on me. I want my business to be dependent on a system. And this is what this 100-day challenge is showing me, is to sit down and rethink all these things. Before I build the team, before I get all these people down underneath me, before I become totally dependent and freaked out about, by this business, I have this challenge that's helping me to figure out the steps that I want to make to have the most successful business ever. So I'm sorry if it's kind of long-winded, but that's my story, and that's what I'm sticking to. So week 4, next week is going to be a challenge too. Like I said, my mother-in-law comes for 10 days, and that should be interesting, but it will be good. And my husband's been very supportive. I don't think he still gets what I'm doing here. He loved my blogs today, so I'm pretty excited that I'm making some strides and I'm showing people that I can do it. And most of all, I'm showing myself I can do it, because I can do this. I can do whatever I put my mind to. I can achieve whatever I believe. So you can too. Thanks for all your friendship and help. You guys have been wonderful. I'm so grateful for all my friends in this 100-day challenge. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. God bless you all, and thank you very much.